I almost wouldn't risk this one though.
Hey.
'Cause once you, oh my god.
Around this time last year, Fall Guys was released and came out in the year that we needed some fun, we needed some joy, and we needed some goofy beans. I'm here today to tell you that Fall Guys, a year later, is still damn fun and is honestly the most unique battle royale I have ever played. What's up, it's Tony at Samurai Kibiji, where I love to build game hype with you, and I just need an excuse to talk about Fall Guys with you because I haven't done any video about Fall Guys. It's just been in some Twitch compilations and I have a reaction that's done incredibly to it. But if somebody asked me what was my game of 2020, it's honestly a toss-up between Doom Eternal, Ori the Will of the Wisps, and Fall Guys. Since I saw the first reveal trailer for this game, I instantly fell in love with it because I love party type games. Those games that isn't just about like shooting and killing and stuff like that, or even just kind of like an open world. You know, I wanted something new and something kind of with that Nintendo style. And that's what Fall Guys was. It was this colorful game that was basically about going through a game show and going through obstacles and just being the last one standing because you managed to do some good jumps and some good plays. Plus the art style of the game just looked adorable, and so I bought it. And that was honestly the first game I ever really bought on Steam. I'm not a PC player. Every now and then I'll play something on it. I just like my console and playing on the couch and with the controller. I've always loved that console life. It's simple, but Fall Guys I had to make room for because I needed to play it, and by God, I loved the hell out of it. Other than just having like, you know, a top and bottom split screen mode, I think like that's all I feel this game is missing. Otherwise, it was just fun out of the gate, and then it just kept on expanding with each of these seasons, having, you know, the second season being kind of middle-aged theme, and then third season is winter. Fourth season was freaking decked out futuristic. Aesthetically, that might be my favorite. And then in this most recent season being very jungle themed. It started off as this base platform that really had room to grow and expand by adding more games, by adding more outfits, and microtransactions that did not impact the game at all. It was purely just cosmetic stuff, and to me that's great because a lot of people might not be aware of this. Fall Guys is an indie game. It was developed by Mediatonic, who had not, you know, made any mainstream games before. Fall Guys is what put Mediatonic on the map, so much so, in fact, that Epic Games bought them. Epic Games started seeing the success of Fall Guys, and they wanted a piece of that pie, and it's thanks to Epic Games that Mediatonic, I'm imagining, gets to kind of fast forward their desire to make crossplay a thing, because they're gonna have it launch when it comes to Xbox and Switch. There's just so many memories I have with my friends and so many funny clips I have made in this game. It's probably my most preferred game to stream on Twitch, which plug into that every Monday and Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Link in the description. But if you ask me why I find Fall Guys just so much fun, and I just, you know, like, it's not a game that I could just play all the time and for long sessions. It's just like, it's nice to go to every now and then, and it never really gets old when you do it like that. Just sprinkle it in every now and then, maybe a couple times a week, or check the shop, you know, and just like, hey, is there an outfit I want to work for today? But it's just fun to me because no matter what, it's very rare that you'll be like the only one outed, and it's more so like getting the little wins as you go. Folks might just not like the game because, oh, I never win. But you're not gonna win in Fall Guys. Like, you have a 1 in 60 chance of winning the entire game. So the reason I find Fall Guys fun is that you get to take the pleasure of winning rounds. You manage to qualify the round. And because of that, you get a lot of little wins along the way. It's like, if you consider it that way, you know, unless you got out in the first round, you win a lot. And the game genuinely rewards you for just playing it, you know? You don't have to really grind. Okay, I guess you do kind of have to grind sometimes if you want a cosmetic thing, because yes, I think the shop could use some work, but nonetheless, the gameplay is just so much fun with all the various game types, and it's just nice to see all these aesthetic beans of just this goofy audio design. Super fun music, by the way. The music is always just a banger. And the game becomes so much more fun when I have the goal of, instead of me winning, it's more about me not losing, if that makes any sense. Because even though players control you sometimes, and I hate it, for the most part, you are just going against, like, the conditions being thrown at you, literally sometimes with like fruit coming your way, or having to memorize where a floor is, and you know, getting through an obstacle as quick as you can and not accidentally tripping over something. Like, it is ultimately up to you to navigate what the game is throwing at you, instead of you just not being good enough. And I enjoy the Battle Royale genre, but the thing about the genre is that it does feel a little bit more like you just win or lose in that case. Because imagine if it was 60 players and they wind it up on an island and it's the last man standing, that person wins. But if you're not that last man standing, then you're just kind of working your way through until you die. In Fall Guys, it's something different every time because every round is a different game. It could be seesaws, it could be something to do with jumping, it could be a race. Like, it's something different every time, and it's a mini game in itself that you will hopefully, you know, unless you're an overachiever and are trying to get first place or something, as long as you qualify, you won that game, versus being one of like the 59 people in the other game that just died. You get little wins along the way is what I'm getting at. That's something about Fall Guys I really appreciate, along with its music, along with its jelly beans that are just so humorous, which this game has so many freaking crossovers in it, it's crazy. I just love Fall Guys. It's one of my all-time favorite multiplayers, to be honest. It just puts a smile on my face and yet can also feel really competitive with like how you do things. It just never gets old, especially with the amount of games that they have in it now and just continue to add. And year one of Fall Guys with its 5 seasons has been such a good time, and I'm so grateful for Mediatonic and Epic Games, hopefully, for giving them the funding that they need to keep the game going how they want it to and just keep expanding from there. What is your favorite game in Fall Guys? If you played the game or if you watched it, what's one of the games that is like your pretty big standout? It's tough for me to say, but I really like the hula hoop ones, like where you have to jump through hoops to qualify either your team or just you. I like those for some reason. There's a big thrill I get from it. Let me know what yours is in the comments zone. Here's my reaction to Fall Guys coming to Switch and potentially Xbox, basically. And don't forget to be geek, be proud, be awesome, and subscribe if you've been here before and enjoyed the content.